I'm Darryl Palmer, voice of the Cougars. I'm here with Northwest Rankin High School bowling coach Britt Bennett. Coach Bennett, first off, thanks for coming in, and understand this will be your first year coaching bowling. So let me ask you first, how did you decide to become the bowling coach at Northwest Rankin?
Well, I'm always looking for new adventures, and when I was younger, I bowled a lot. It's been probably 10 or 15 years ago.
Okay.
But I like trying new things, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity.
So when you look at that, and obviously at this point with a winter sport, you're probably just now trying to figure out who's going to even be on the bowling team, who was on there last year. Have you been able to find out much about last year's teams, or what you might be looking at for this year?
I've talked to a couple of kids that were on there last year, and they're looking forward to bowling this year. They're wanting to improve on their scores from last year.
I know one of the things, I had an opportunity a couple of years ago to broadcast the state bowling championships at Fannin Lanes at the bowling center there. I was blown away as a sports broadcaster and as a sports fan about the participation and about the intensity and the enthusiasm that was brought to that bowling center at those state championships by the fans and the bowlers themselves. I don't know if you've had a chance to experience that yet, but get ready. It's when you get these things, it's really quite impressive when I was there. When you look at that and you look at building a team now and trying to figure out what you've got, what's the number one thing you want to do, or where do you really want to focus at the beginning of this season?
Well, I just like to get kids that want to work hard, and in some places they want to consider bowling kind of a minor sport, but I don't consider anything I do a minor sport.
Right.
I want to win whatever we do, and so I'm going to recruit kids that are good bowlers and that have a good work ethic.
Is that something that you'll go and work a lot with? I know, like football coaches, baseball coaches, basketball, they work so much on technique. We've talked with an archery coach and teaching them how to shoot a bow. Is that something that you'll work with the kids on technique to try to help improve their swing, their roll, or their footwork, things like that?
Right, we will. Working on spins, just lining up. Like I said, it'll be my first year. It'll probably be some of their first years.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to start with the basics. Just getting the right steps, getting the right spin, right grip. Those kind of things.
If somebody happens to be watching this and is considering coming out on the bowling team that hasn't done it before, what would you tell them?
I encourage them to come out. If you give me a good effort and we work hard, then I'll probably keep you.
How many students do you look at to build a bowling team?
Well, you need 5 starters, boys and girls. Okay. So I'd like to have at least 10 on each team, boys and girls.
So you can have a team, B team, I guess, something
right.
like that. Now, do you do, I guess with practice, obviously you got to go to a bowling alley. I guess you go over to Fannin Lanes, I'm assuming it's closest one. Is there a lot of practice time? Do you do any kind of conditioning workouts for bowling, anything like that?
Well, they kind of have it set for us. There's 10 schools that use Fannin Lanes as their home center, so you kind of have to go by their schedule.
Right.
But we'll probably go a couple of days a week, and then we'll start playing matches, and those will be once a week. Probably all the way through November and December and January. And state championship is right at the end of January, 1st of February.
Okay. All right. Well, good deal. Well, good luck, and I hope you enjoy your first season as a bowling coach here at Northwest Rankin.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Northwest Rankin High School bowling coach Britt Bennett.